Hi, everybody. Welcome to Monday the 23rd. This is your daily mood read. Hope you guys are doing great today. We still have the moon in Pisces right now. So starting this week off, it's still a slow down and rest kind of energy. You want to pay attention to the subtle areas in your life, because that's what Pisces is: creativity, spirituality, anything that's artistic and creative like that, because Pisces is very creative. You want to trust your intuition that you're feeling about money and things you value today. This can be a very brief but very auspicious energy for anything financial. So you may purchase or acquire some sort of comforting possession, or at least be thinking about and talking about maybe even something that you'd like to invest in or acquire. Now, with the moon trining Mercury, this is going to be a pretty strong influence today. Your ideas are going to flow freely. Generally speaking, the energy is good this week, right? So your ideas, your communication, the way you express yourself, your feelings, your thoughts, everything is going to be happening with a little more ease and clarity. This is definitely a good day to communicate, but just don't expect all the answers to be there just yet. Because with the moon and necessity square to the moon, because it is having to do with the collective, your love life, money, sense of self-worth, it may feel a little unsettled right now. So don't obsess about it. Just be patient. Try not to push your own agenda in any of these Venusian areas today because you don't have all the information. And this is because the moon is in a very tight conjunction with Neptune. And this is going to be a pretty strong influence for the day. So this is very much a feel-good time if you relax and tune into the subtle aspects of your life, like art, nature, beauty, any sort of tapping into your dreams, the spiritual realms. As if you try to fight the subtle forces here, there are these undercurrents of this moment in your life that can end up making you feel really confused, right? You really have to trust that the angels are smiling on you. So follow your intuition and your imagination rather than like rules and regulations, if you can help it. Obviously, not everybody can help it, but if you can help it, is you want to remember Neptune is that planet of confusion and it rules Pisces, right? Which is the sign of the subconscious. So don't think you're crazy if you're really tuned in today, right? If you feel able to energetically communicate with people, and I know a lot of you guys know who watch my channel know what I'm talking about. Now, this can be happening with the moon squaring the north node and the south node. That could make you feel, this is a pretty strong influence, make you feel very in touch with those subconscious elements like your memories, right? And if you think about Neptune and Pisces, it's all about the subconscious underneath. So a lot of these energies can be rising up today. Just let them free in the most positive way that you can possibly manage, because this is going to allow you to move forward and just feel a little less blocked in your life, which is a really good energy. So I'm going to drop the screen down and I'm going to just pull for a collective, guys, because right after this, I'm going to go over to my table and I'm going to pull my full tarot spreads for all 12 signs for the week coming up. Actually, I'm going to probably be doing it for going into that first week of December. So I'm just going to be pulling some general tarot cards for the collective for Monday. Let's just kind of get what we're going to be feeling. See what we're all going to be feeling as the collective, very much in our feels and our subconscious, very tuned in. It really is a nice energy that we are going to be feeling, I feel like, pretty much for the week. We have the King of Wands. Okay. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Six of Coins, and we have the Seven of Wands energy for the day. So I really like this. I mean, to have the King of Wands, you guys know I love this energy. It's Cancer and Leo. It's about feeling very grounded, rooted, safe, and secure, but in a way where you're feeling very motivated to actually move forward in something, right? Very courageous, very bold. You're going to be ready to do that. Now, even though communication is going to be pretty positive, the Knight of Wands does indicate there's going to be some sort of truth that needs discussing. The reality of a situation might not be entirely comfortable, but what I do like about this is there's going to be this reciprocity, right? Because we have it working with the Six of Coins. This is about generosity, right? Remember, with the coin element, it could mean money, but it could also mean mental, physical, and emotional connection. So I feel like that whatever's rising up, it might not be comfortable in the moment, but I do feel like you're going to have everything that you need to actually square something away or figure something out. We have it here with the Seven of Wands energy, which is I like this energy in that it's a Mars and Leo, which is Mars is the Emperor energy, right? And in Leo, Leo's being very courageous, very focused on self-respect and what it is that you really want. So, for a lot of you, you may be in a space where you're going to be feeling very self-defensive, but you're going to be drawing a line in the sand, and it's going to be received in a positive way as long as you do it with some patience and grace. So I do see something coming up today, and there being this necessary conversation that needs to go on, but I feel like it's going to be handled in a really I think it's going to be handled in a really beautiful way. So you guys may be needing to discuss some sort of imbalance that's going on, right? Yeah, so there might be an imbalance in a marriage. There might be an imbalance where you guys do not have a meeting of the minds with a significant other, a friend, a family member of a belief system, right? Because the Hierophant has to do with, it can certainly have to do with honoring the sacred in your relationship. It could certainly be that. But in general, the Hierophant energy is traditions, conventions, expectations, conformity. And with this Three of Cups in the center, this is about feeling very supportive. There being a circle of support surrounding you, you being surrounded by friends, you being surrounded by this energy that is very supportive. So it could just simply be by your significant other or by your friends and family. But I feel like the conversation that's going to be going on in the Knight of Wands energy is going to be the devil. And the devil doesn't have to be so dramatic. It really is simply imbalance, right? So it is any imbalance, any area, as I always say, it could certainly have to do with addiction and greed and envy and lust and all of these other things that could come up that could be problematic in any kind of connection, but it doesn't have to be that. It can be simply acknowledging where the imbalance is in a situation and addressing it and having that conversation in a way where things can end up being rectified. So, generally speaking, I have to tell you, for this whole week, I think the energy is pretty good. Now, guys, I didn't mention this when I made the eclipse video, but I do want to mention the shadow aspect of this eclipse, right? The week before and the week after any eclipse, you should take your energy light. And what I mean by that is do a lot of marinating of ideas, do a lot of thinking, setting your ducks up in a row, all of that stuff, but don't pull the trigger on anything that's really huge in your life, like a huge life altering decision. So, whatever it is, I'm not saying not to do it. And certainly, if you have to do it this week, go for it, but make sure you read the bottom line of everything, because we have this heavy Neptune influence this week. And I want to just bring that to the forefront, on top of eclipse energy always making everything sort of feel a little tumultuous in the subconscious anyway. So you still might feel a little sort of um scattered, right, in your subconscious, where in your conscious mind things make a lot more sense than if you sit down and you're like, yeah, but at the end of the day, I'm not sure how that's all going to work. So all of that's fine. Just know that if you're feeling that, that's totally normal. Just don't pull the trigger on anything that's huge this week. And that's going to mean something different for each of you, obviously. But I wanted to just give you guys that heads up. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to go over to the table and pull my regular full tower readings for everybody. But I will see you guys tomorrow, probably, right? And I am going to be doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday as one video because the moon will be in Aries all 3 of those days. So we'll just talk about each day individually, but the moon aspects are going to be very similar. So I'm just going to kind of load that up into one video. All right, you guys take care and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.